A couple of days ago in work, I was hit with a major reality check on how old I'm getting and how quickly time is passing. I'm 31, I've got three kids, and I've been working part time recently while they've been getting ready to go to school. Now that they've started school, I've picked up a few more hours in work. And I was in work a couple of days ago and I was chatting with a colleague on the shop floor. Now, we were just chatting about games. He's only 19, so this is like one of his first jobs, I think. But we just got chatting away about like Final Fantasy while the shop was quiet. And I was like, oh, I've never really been able to get into the Final Fantasy games because I just can't do turn-based combat. I just find it too slow. I don't have the patience for it. That's just the way I am. But then I was like, oh, actually, there is one turn-based game that I have played all the way through, which was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. And he was like, oh, I've not heard of that one. And I was like, yeah, I think it came out in like 2004. And that's when it hit me. I was standing there and I was like, hang on a minute. That game came out a year before he was born. I played it a year before he was born. Like this fully grown person stood in front of me that I'm talking to, like legally an adult, 19-year-old, fully grown adult, wasn't alive when I played this game. And I was just like, uh-oh. Like this is gonna be one of the first of many moments where it's like it strikes me that I'm getting kind of old. And then I started to think of like other pieces of media that I enjoy, as like a frame reference. And I was like, so he was like three, he was like a toddler when Iron Man came out. And I remember going to the cinema to watch it. And I was like, hang on a minute, the MCU itself is like nearly 20 years old. It's 20 years old in like 3 years. And I was just like, wow, I'm like starting to see what my parents meant. Like when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, my parents would say, like, as you get older, it seems like time goes faster. And it was just like, wow. I know it seems kind of silly thinking about like films you've watched or games you played when you were a kid and like judging the like how long time has been and using that as a point of reference. But I was like, I fully remember sitting down and playing Lord of the Rings Third Age all the way through and really enjoying it. But then I was like, this person I'm talking to literally wasn't even alive. For me, it's just a game that I remember playing like 20 years ago, but that's the entire span of this person's life. Where's the time gone?